Here are 3 tips for anyone starting their life coaching business in 2024. Hi, my name is Krista Kathleen, and I am the founder and creator of the Born to Coach Training Academy. And I have been training and mentoring new life coaches for the past 8 years. And I want to share with you 3 valuable tips that's really going to help you to get started on the right foot as you get your life coaching business started for 2024. So the first tip is you're going to want to daily address your fears. Yes, there are going to be so many new fears that come up for you as you start a coaching business. This was something that I did not realize in the beginning. I always like to say starting a business is one of the best personal development courses out there that you can take. So I have a 3-step process that I like to use for myself when addressing fears. The first is name it to tame it. So just take a little bit of time to sit down and write out your fears. And the more that you try to deny them or push them away, they tend to get bigger and out of control. So just sitting down with a piece of paper and writing out things like, I'm afraid that I'm going to fail, or I'm afraid that I'm never going to find any paying clients, or I'm afraid that I'm going to waste so much time and money and energy in this business and it's not going to work. So that's your first step. Second step is you need to feel it to heal it. So just take a quiet moment, sit with each fear. You can put your hand over your heart and just say, I give myself permission to feel this way right now. And instantly you're going to feel your fears start to dissolve and become a lot more manageable. And then the third thing I like to do is I like to rewrite each fear into a more empowering statement. So I just don't stay there with the fear. So what that could sound like is, I'm going to work my business until I make it work, or it's impossible for me to fail at this business, or my friends and family are always supporting me in my hopes and dreams. So just take your fear and rewrite it into something that feels more motivating and inspiring for you. And 2 of my favorite quotes are, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will, and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I like to think of it as when I'm sitting around because I'm afraid and I'm not taking action, I remind myself that there's lots of other coaches out there who are going out into the world, sharing their offers, making really good money from doing this, and they're helping to change people's lives. So I just want to remind you that as well. Do not let your fear take over the driver's seat here. My second tip for you is you do not have to have your niche figured out before you start coaching. This is one of the most common questions that I get on my coach training consults. A lot of new coaches worrying that you have to figure out who your ideal client is before you can really start building your business or start coaching others. And that's actually not true at all. So while I do agree that it is super helpful to know who your niche is, and it makes it a lot easier with creating content and creating programs, remember that you do have to start somewhere, and taking action does breed clarity. So I always like to say, start coaching anyone and everyone who will let you coach them at this time. And then from there, you can start to take inventory. Whom are the type of people that you're naturally attracting? And what are the topics that really light you up that people are bringing to your sessions? And then with time, your niche is going to find you and you don't have to find it. And my third tip for you is if you're really serious about becoming a professional coach and having a successful coaching business in 2024, and I would highly recommend enrolling into our ICF accredited Born to Coach Training Academy. Think about it this way. Who would you want to hire as your professional coach? Someone who's self-taught and probably doesn't know what they're doing, or someone who's been trained and educated by one of the highest quality coaching accreditations in the world? I already know my answer. If I'm going to be handing over my hard-earned dollars to another professional, I want to make sure that they know what they're doing and they've taken the time and the education to invest in themselves and their skill set so that I can walk away getting life-changing results. And honestly, for myself, when I enrolled into an ICF accredited coaching program, this was the number one thing that got my coaching business off the ground. I had a huge goal when I first started out as a life coach that I wanted to retire from the nursing industry for good, I was a burnt out, miserable nurse, and I told myself I would do whatever it took to replace my nursing income so that way I could become a full-time life coach. I tried to run my coaching business for a year on my own, and I was able to make some traction and get some success. I had a couple of private paying clients, and I was making up to about $1,000 a month. So I definitely considered that a win, but I definitely got to a place where I was feeling stuck. And I just wasn't sure if I was really structuring my life coaching sessions right, and I wasn't sure how to find repeat paying clients every month. And I just kind of felt like I was fumbling around in the dark without a flashlight. So that's when I decided to get online and do some research and found out that there was actually coaching schools out there. And then I heard about the International Coaching Federation and learned that they're the gold standard for coaching, and that if you are going to enroll in a coach training program, you want to make sure that it's ICF accredited to know that you're going to get a high quality coach training program. So after graduating from my coach training program, and then I decided to become a trainer for that coach training program for a couple of years, I fell in love with training and mentoring new students to become certified and professional life coaches and helping them to earn their ICF credentials. And then I felt a calling that it was my bigger purpose in this world to open up my own ICF accredited coach training program as well. So after watching this video, I would love to invite you to check out the details of our program. So below the video, you can check out our sales page, and then you can also book an enrollment call with me as well. It's the only way into the Born to Coach Training Academy at this time. And on the call, we'll help to answer all of your most burning questions and just make sure that this coach training program is a really amazing fit for you before you invest.
I never thought that I needed to get training. I just thought that, I could do it on my own. And now realizing everything that I'm learning, the structure and the questioning and everything, I think it's gonna take my coaching to a next level. And so I really, really recommend doing it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and quickly review the 3 top tips that will help you to get your life coaching business off the ground for 2024. So the first one is to daily address your biggest fears. And the 3 steps for that were name it to tame it, feel it to heal it, and rewrite each fear. The second tip is that you don't have to have your niche figured out before you start coaching. And the third tip is if you're serious about becoming a professional coach, then enroll into an ICF accredited coach training program. And more specifically, you're invited to enroll into our Born to Coach Training Academy. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching my video. And I definitely believe that there is a divine reason that we are connecting at this time. And if you like my energy and my presence and you want to learn more about my coach training program, then I hope that I get to see you on your enrollment call. And just cheers to you for choosing this amazing profession. I think becoming a life coach is one of the best jobs in the world, something that gets me excited every day to jump out of bed and go do. So yeah, I'm just really happy for you. 2024 is going to be an amazing year of changing lives and making a bigger impact in this world. And I'm glad that we get to do it together. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.